War season is postponed until later today as bugs run rampant in the new Alliance Wars season. Wrong crystal pool for this crystal's deal, so there is compensation coming. That's some good news. Kabam respond to the Scarlet Witch dear sister situation and close down the thread, and OCD and addiction to the game. We're going to talk about that and one person's plight with it. Good day, Juan and all, to the MCN for Friday. Here is Deadpool.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Oh, sorry. Wrong language mode. Hi, it's me, Deadpool.
No hablo inglés. It's not that scary. More from that fella next week, but make sure to hit like button, subscribe with post notifications on all. That'd be cracking, thanks. So we're going to kick off the show with coverage of this Scarlet Witch situation. To be honest, I think this is going to be the last time we're going to cover this because Kabam have made the decision they're not going back on that synergy change. Is it game breaking because of, you know, champion combinations and something that Kabam didn't really know how to prepare for? Undoubtedly, yes. I mean, there's a point right here from Kabam Meek. It says, in 5 minutes of content being live, the community has put in infinite times more playtime than our entire team, including folks that don't work on games, but let's add them for fun. Could do in hundreds of hours. This is not exclusive to our game, and it's common in games that are 10 times our size. We'll never be able to catch everything, but it's not humanly possible with the sheer breadth of the game as is and how many different points every piece of content touches. That's a fair point, but there does come to a point of, well, why isn't this more stringently QA tested before champions go in? I mean, look, here's a good example. The champion deep dives. On the champion deep dive for Quicksilver, it was displayed that with 82 hits, that 79,000 damage could be done with magic. Now, it just takes, you know, a little bit more time of a QA tester. So this should be an employee within Kabam to have a checklist to say, okay, this champion tested with these synergy combinations in this particular content. What are the things that this champion does in them, and kind of feedback that data and information back to Kabam before the champion is being launched. Yes, it does mean that a synergy combination, like everybody's got to, like the QA tester would have to like take all the champions on that synergy and then test them out, and also kind of think about adding in different synergies. And this is why it's great tools like Aunt May. So that's another tool like that can limit down QA testers' time. Like in order to prepare for the video that I made, I went to, and the thing is, I didn't even choose the right synergy. I even chose like the wrong synergy. But I kind of like, instead of going, right, let's see what the champion has. So the champion's attributes are critical rating, and she amplifies based on that. So therefore, let's look at a critical rating team. Oh, hang on, long shot and kind of like rogue synergy, kind of like all female champions. And maybe that's the thing of like having a tool like this. I'm sure Kabam was smart enough to create a tool that would have some kind of like branching, linking kind of synergy thing. You know, something that kind of like would start like a mind map, like a central kind of nucleus with different types of bits coming off from it as to like synergies and things that would enhance them. And that's the whole thing about creating spreadsheet. If you're playing smart as a company, and I'd hope that Kabam would, is that they would create something that indeed would have all these types of elements in a QA testing light. And look, you know, even for me, like even the curators that were testing out Quicksilver didn't catch this. I mean, I did, but it was like hours before I was, you know, I was playing around like, oh, this synergy's fun. And then I was like, okay, well, let's make a video and kind of like, and as I said, like it wasn't even the correct synergy. It was an offshoot one, which still did a lot of damage and was able to do things fast, but it wasn't like, it wasn't in the same way that, say, other people were able to use the long shot synergy and do like more damage with it, which kind of would have been a blessing because then we probably have more time with the synergy if people followed what the mistake that I made with my synergy. But in any case, we'll have to see how the champion kind of like responds later on. But there's a thread here. There's a few more responses from, you know, this situation. But to be honest, I think it's probably best to go like, it's done. I just kind of think that there should be a better QA testing rather than kind of allowing us to kind of go, oh, the players test it out. But then it's like, well, someone else is testing them out. Like this is months in advance. Well, 1 month, maybe 2 months in advance. I don't know how this. I'd assume that it would be 2 months in advance that these champions are 1 to 2 months in advance. So there's time to test on this. but it's better time, more efficient time use if there's a checklist to follow from the QA testers. As I said, I would hope there would be QA testers for this game, the same way that there's QA testing for every single game. It's just how efficiently that's carried out, which in this case doesn't look like it's that efficient. Next up, and let's talk about OCD with the game. Now, I've got a positive story to end on for this particular show today. It's not all doom and gloom, okay, and also good news about the Alliance Wars to a degree. But interesting to kind of like look over situations of people and OCD. I got to be honest, when I started off with this game, probably back 2015, like early point, I got to be honest, like I was pretty addicted to the game. Not so much nowadays. I do play a lot, but it's not a case like it consumes me from enjoying my life, enjoying my time with M, and you know, spending time with family and things like that. But people are obsessed and have more of a kind of a mental inclination with these things. I'm obsessed with this game technically for champion collection and roster completion. I know nobody cares and I don't play war. Every time I flex, my post was either deleted or negatively commented on. Now Quicksilver calves are about to come. I'm so worried about my bank card. You know what? I spent 50 Odins on 50 Odins on Hercules calves last year. Kabam, why are your odds so cruel? But I have OCD, especially Kabam made him the second highest prestige champ. I really want to. Oh, I think this is going in a bit of a bad show. I've tried 20, still 20, no Hulkling. Kabam, would you please show me some love? I do need help. I would say if this is, if it isn't like I'm not saying that this looks to be somewhat genuine, but a lot of the time you take it at face value and kind of go, is it not? But I'd say if anybody has any OCD problems, and especially to be spending 50 Odins for Hercules, I would recommend seeking help. And actually, I think Kabam Jack gives some kind of like helpful things here. Impulsive spending and OCD are serious issues that require serious attention. As much as I'm an advocate for the game, it's also my job to look after the community. Please don't do anything to put yourself in serious financial debt as a result of this game. Please seek help. Yeah, because like it's definitely kind of like, if you got any problems with this game when it comes to like, if you think you're like OCD, you got gambling or addiction, then seek help. And I gotta be honest, you're not gonna get help from things like on the forums, except for like Kabam Jax, who's kind of like, is right to say, look, seek help, professional help, as that will need to be kind of dealt with on clerical, one of the two, on the level that needs to be kind of like dealt with. But yeah, the first thing is like is kind of like quitting a game, because like if you're losing money, 50 Odins that's a lot of money. That's like 5 grand, isn't it? Nearly 5 grand. Damn. Like, yeah. Seek help. If you're at that stage, please seek help. Okay, next up, Alliance Wars season. Alliance Wars season, as you know, has just kicked off. Technically, 36 called Repair. And as a lot of you know, I'm back playing it. After 3 years, I'm doing Alliance War. That's a video I'm going to go over at the weekend as to why I've returned back. But let's get into like some of the stuff going wrong. As a lot of you know as well that follow the channel, we've talked about the Alliance War enlistment bug, which is something that I've raised to Kabam Jax, and Kabam Jax I think has responded to a separate thread on this particular subject, which I think is the one here, saying we're getting eyes on this right now, hopefully have more information soon. And everybody, we've been discussing this with the team and we've decided that we'll be postponing the war, blah blah blah. So yeah, like I assume that this will kind of like synergize with a bigger problem. The bigger problem will be that the permanent ban issue. As again, a lot of you know, the second bug, and there's several bugs in Alliance Wars at the moment, and that is that you can bring in Human Torch and you can bring in Hercules into the mode. So like there's kind of a Human Torch being brought into the mode, but it's a banned champion. And that's not good. If you saw yesterday's video, you'll know how that process works of taking the banned champion, going in, and then what it does, it just says, just kind of kills the game. It crashes, you come back in, half the health lost with the champion, but in a nutshell, you still can use, to some degree, the banned champion, which is not part of the game mode as kind of like it is. Over on the main page, on the masthead, you'll see that something says to that effect that the war will be starting today, and that participation is reduced to 4. So that's good in some cases, and the war will start later on today. There isn't lights war at the moment going on, but it will not count towards the seat. Now onto the what's making me angry, Crystal. What's making me angry, Crystal, which is this one right here. There's a bit of an issue with this one. And this one went live on the 17th, and the report was about what is in the crystal itself, the contents. So Kabam can respond to this saying, I confirm there was an issue with the pool, so the pool for the crystal. The crystal contained man-thing instead of thing, a mega sentinel instead of sentinel. I mean, look, they are kind of like, they're kind of close to one another, like man-thing, so it's not things man, and it's not Sentinels Omega. That's a funny one there. Is someone at Kabam like writing a piece of paper like, yeah, could you put in like, I don't know, that thing, oh, could you put in like, I don't know, Omega Sentinel, or yeah, we'll put that in, bung it in, yeah, no, man thing, and a Sentinel, yeah, no, the different ones. It's like a bit of a communication breakdown there. We'll correct the crystal and then send out an additional corrected crystal to anybody that purchased it before the correction at a later date. That could take a few days, up to a couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for it purchasing correct crystal. So yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Somebody got lucky though. Like the 6-star apocalypse. Yeah, it's nice. It's good to see that at least somebody got some value from it. But yeah, if you were expecting something in particular from these this crystal, then and got disappointed, you got compensation on the way. Happy days. And we end the show by having a little bit of a laugh, and that is this. So Amazing Demon started off this thread called I Face Swap Some Champions. Check out the link in the description. Make sure to continue this on. I'd love to see more of these. So first of all, we got like a Kingpin, like Captain America right there. I mean, it's kind of making him look a bit Amish, to be honest. Oh my god. So poor Scarlet Witch. That's my Scarlet Witch. That's my girl, man. That's my girl. Okay, that's good. That is really good. So what's that? Is that a Luke Cage? It's like a Tiger Luke Cage. That one I like. That one I like. It's just like Baby Groot is like dressed up with kind of like, I don't know, some kind of Halloween outfit. And just sticking that in there. My god, what a thing to do. Oh no, that's grotesque. What is that? It looks like a Scarlet Witch Hercules with a beard. Again, it looks like practically Amish, if anything. That's pretty good. But to be honest, Hyperion looks a bit too much like Havoc in any case. So it's like, it is just that, apart from the little kind of little twirl there, it's kind of the same. But in any case, people post stuff. Keep it going. Keep this going. It's funny. Just before we finish the show, I want to give a massive shout out to those that support the channel as a YouTube member. You're on screen right now, as well as patrons who are on screen right now. Thank you very much for giving the love and support to the channel. Also, thank you to those that supported twitch.tv/RichTheMan Live. If you've got an Amazon Prime account, give a free Twitch sub. Please do that. Please support the channel. And I should see you tonight for a lovely little live stream. And yeah, cheers. Don't forget to see some content on screen. It could be a new video that you missed on the channel. I'm going to stop singing now. Bye.